Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with a bit of a life and reading update. So Merry Christmas everybody, it is the 25th of December and I have not done a video in at least 10 days. I don't think, I don't remember the last time I posted. I'll have to look to see when my last Vlogmas was. But if you can't tell from my voice and if you didn't see the notices that I posted, I have been sick. So back on the 14th of December, which was a Wednesday, I noticed that I had a scratchy throat. And I thought, was hopeful, that it was because they're still doing construction in the office, that it was like dust and stuff like that, you know, just a scratchy throat from all the dust in the air. And no, that wasn't the case. By Thursday, I was already starting to get a cough. And on that Thursday, we were having a pretty bad storm that was going to come through the city. So our manager, because I went into the office on Thursday morning, she let us go home out on our lunch break, drive home, so we would miss the bulk of the storm in the afternoon, which was great. So I got home and I worked until 5 o'clock on that Thursday. And by the time I was done work for the day, I was running a fever. Friday, I felt like a dog's breakfast. I still had to work because what else can you do? I was at home, so luckily I didn't have to go and see anybody. Unfortunately, I do spend most of my day on the phone. I do a form of customer service, so yeah. And I think that that's why that this cold hung on as long as it did, was because I had to work on, so I got sick on the Wednesday, and I had to work the Thursday, the Friday. I was off on the Saturday. I worked the Sunday because that was my Sunday shift that I had to work. And then I worked Monday and Tuesday of this week that we just came through. And then on Wednesday, I was off on vacation. So I've been on vacation since Wednesday and I've still been sick. Like, I'm feeling a lot better now. I know I'm on the back end of this. I'm not coughing nearly as much as I was. I'm not sneezing as much. I'm not congested like I was, but I'm still really exhausted. And that's the one thing I was reading. So I'm pretty sure what I had was the flu. It wasn't COVID or anything like that. I know that for a fact. If I had COVID, I would know it. I didn't test or anything like that, but just with my immune system, with my condition, if I had COVID, I would have known it. I'm pretty sure this was the flu, which is partially my own fault. I should have gotten a flu shot. I hadn't gotten my flu shot yet. Bad on me. Garrett got it as well, so he's sick. The difference between the two of us, though, is that he can take medication, whereas I can't. I ended up taking this one medication that I took when I was, I've taken for years. And I don't know if you guys have it everywhere, but it's called neocitrin. And it's like this lemon powder that you put in hot water. And it's like to clear up the congestion and stuff like that. And for me, the reason I always took it is because it helped me sleep. Especially when you're like heavily congested and sick. It's really difficult to get a good night's sleep. So I did take it the one night. Garrett and I stopped at the pharmacy and he ran in and got some for me. It's like a pack, and you open it up and pour it into a cup and then you put boiling water on it or over it and you drink it, right? I only used half a pack because I thought I didn't know how it was going to go with my medication, which I'm very, very glad that I did not do a full pack of it, because my heart rate shot straight up for like an hour and a half. My heart rate was at about 120 beats per minute, which was terrifying because all I kept thinking was, I can't go back in hospital. I can't go back in hospital. And then it came down and it was fine, and it hasn't happened since. But I'm like, nope. So I can't take anything. Like, I had like cough lozenges, but you know, the little cough candies, whatever you want to call them. I had those. I've been drinking tea, lots and lots of tea. My cold 911 tea from David's. This is a green tea from McDonald's. We found one open this morning. We had to do a little bit of a drive around, but that was fine. And yeah, so it's been really crappy, to be completely honest. This is not how I planned on spending my Christmas, my time off. I was so looking forward to my vacation, to getting a lot done. Just a lot of like stuff that I want to do, like a lot of crafty stuff, get a lot of reading done. And that was not the case at all, my friends. I'm still off until Wednesday. So I go back to work this Wednesday. Today's Sunday, of course, the day that I'm filming this. So I still have today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. And I'm working from home on Wednesday and Thursday and a half a day Friday. And then it's New Year's for the weekend. And Garrett and I are heading to Ottawa. So we're very excited. We're hoping that both of us are going to feel better. We're going to play it. Right now, we haven't absolutely made a decision. We did buy the hockey tickets, but that was the cheapest thing that we had to buy. So we've got the hotel booked, but we have up until Friday to cancel it with no charge. So we're going to play it by ear. We're going to see where we're at on the Friday and make a decision. He's already far beyond like where I was when I was sick, again, because he can take stuff. So this will teach me. Next time, get your flu shot. And if you're sick, people, please don't go into work. I know I shouldn't say that because I did go into the office, but to be fair, and I think that's the case with most people, is that I didn't know. But I did have a coworker who legitimately was off work on Monday, and she was sick all weekend, off work on Monday, like off work, like not even working from home, just off work on Monday. Came in on Tuesday, and you should have worked from home. Like, if you legitimately know you're sick, you know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't think I really thought I was, and I didn't, and I got sick very quickly. So that was another thing I was reading about the flu, is they say it comes on very quickly. And like, I was running a fever on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The fevers stopped on Monday that just passed. So now everything's just clearing itself out of my system, thankfully. I'm going to try and get through this whole thing without coughing too much. So, pause. So, reading update. What have I been reading, my friends? Nothing is the short answer to that. So, since the last time I talked to you, so the last vlog that I posted, I had a vlog that I was working on the week I got sick, and I just scrapped the whole thing because there was no point. And I finished 2 books that week, or the day I got sick, or the day before I got sick. I finished 2 books, the 2 books that I was working on. And since then, I have read 1 book, and it was a 70-page novella. So reading has not been, I have felt too sick to even read. Like, I couldn't focus on anything. I couldn't concentrate on anything. And I'm slowly coming out of that now, and I'm very happy about that. But I thought I'd just quickly share with you what I've read, what I'm thinking about reading next, and what's going to happen on the channel over the next week or so. So you guys are aware of what videos you're going to see and stuff like that, because I am back. I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm back. I'm excited. There's a lot of year-end videos I want to do, or, New Year videos and stuff like that I want to do. So anyway, the first book that I finished a week or so ago was One Christmas Night by Jules Bennett. This is a Harlequin desire novel, and I gave this book 4 stars. I really liked it. It was a secret baby trope. Not a secret baby. It was an accidental pregnancy trope, if I can use that one. So the 2 of them are sworn enemies. I can't remember the characters' names, guys. I'm really sorry. Sworn enemies to each other. They end up hooking up at a Halloween party, which was in a previous book. And then it's 6 weeks later or whatever, and she finds out she's pregnant. She tells him. He's like, we have to get married because that's what's done. And, she's like, no, we don't. And he's like, well, how about if we move in together for like a month and see how it goes? And then that's kind of the story. So I really liked it. I thought it was really cute. I like Jules Bennett's work a lot. This, I think, is the final book in the Texas Cattlemen's Club Ranchers and Rivals series, I think is the name of the series. And I think it's the last book, but don't quote me. It's number 9, I'm pretty sure. But this is a series you do not need to read in any kind of order. I actually have a video that I'm going to be doing sometime in the next few weeks in regards to series and reading series out of order, and, which makes a lot of people very nervous and twitchy, but I am going to talk about that. So I like this one. It was cute. It was fun. The other one that I finished was Kissing Under the Mistletoe by Suzanne Enoch, Anna Bennett, and Amelia Gray are the 3 authors. So this is a holiday Regency anthology of 3 separate stories. They're not interconnected in any way, and they're just 3 like Regency type historical romance stories. I gave this entire anthology 3 stars. So I rated each story, and then I kind of, added those together, divided by 3 to get my average rating. So my average rating for this book was 3 stars. The first story was something about, it was in the Scottish Highlands, and it was actually like a novella for another series that author was writing. I haven't read any of the other books in the series, so I wasn't lost for anything, but it just was a very quick, the thing with novellas for me, it's got to be, it's difficult to do because you've got to really believe that the couple has fallen for each other. And in this case, they literally just met, and it's Very, very difficult to tell that in like a 100-page story. Do you know what I mean? The second book I really liked, even though the couple had just met for the first time, but there was a lot of backstory going on with this one. And it had to do with a couple of elderly people who are staying at this like, so this story, the second story was about this gentleman who shows up with his grandfather, who's quite elderly. And he is looking for this tree that he carved him and his wife's initials on many, many years ago. And it's before the Christmas season, and the female lead, her and her mother own this like lodge or hotel or wayside, I don't know what you want to call it, right? And they are staying there, and there's a bunch of people who live at this, I want to call it a hotel, we'll just call it a hotel for lack of a better term. And there's an older lady who lives there, and she is suffering from the beginning stages of dementia, which of course way back when they didn't know what that was. It was just that she was slowly forgetting everything, and it's really, really sad. But I really like the way the characters dealt with these two elderly characters and them forgetting things and how that's being dealt with. And I even like that part more than the actual romance between our main characters, but I did like the romance. And the third story, I'll be honest guys, was a little forgetful. Something about a what do you call it, a romance where it's a fake romance, you know, to fool his aunt or something like that. So overall, I didn't love this one. If you are looking for a good holiday romance anthology, like a Regency anthology, definitely read How the Duke Stole Christmas, which was far, far, far superior. I really, really liked it, and I highly recommend that you check that one out. And then the last book that I finished recently, the only one that I read when I was sick, over the time I was sick, was actually another novella, but I gave this one 5 stars, you guys. Now, it's Christmas Day. There is still time. If you're watching this video now, or if you're looking for something to read between Christmas and New Year's, and you just want a quick read, please, please go and read this one. It is Resting Scrooge Face by Megan Quinn. Guys, this was a 5-star read. This was so adorable. As I just said, novellas can be difficult because you really have to establish the character's relationship. This one, they were a former couple. So the whole premise of the story is that she's back in town because, what's her name? Nola? Nola. So she's back in town, and she's kind of restoring her parents' house, but he owns the local hardware store. She's been back in town for a month, but she's been like ignoring him or trying to avoid him as much as possible. His name is Caleb. So anyway, what ends up happening is that he writes this letter just trying to get, like, because he doesn't like Christmas because of what happened with her and a bunch of other things. So he writes this letter, like, and he calls himself Resting Scrooge Face, and he throws it in the trash. So then there's Arlen, who is or Ardeen is his name. I can't remember I want to say I think it's Ardeen because I kept thinking Jason. No, Aldean. Aldean, that's his name, because I kept thinking Jason Aldean, the country singer. He's a local postman, and he's an older gentleman. And he finds the note, and he puts it in an envelope, and he gives it to Nola. And then she doesn't know that it's from Caleb. She thinks it's from this fake guy, or like, not this fake guy, but this guy who goes by the name Resting Scrooge Face. So she writes him back because she doesn't like Christmas either, and she goes by the name Ho Ho No. I can't even laugh with this cough. Anyway, so the two of them, a big bulk of the story is the two of them exchanging these letters back and forth together, but they don't know it's each other. And I loved it. It was so perfectly Christmas. Now, Megan Quinn is known for having slightly spicier romance. There is nothing in this one. This one is completely, nothing even happens. I think the most you get at the end of the book is a kiss. And it was just so cute and so sweet. And I loved the Christmas spirit in this one. You have meddling old people, which I love. Nola's grandmother kind of gets into her business, and of course, this older gentleman, the postman, he's kind of getting, of course, he's definitely throwing himself into their business because he's the one who's hand delivering these letters back and forth, and it's an absolute delight. Please, please, please read it. It is available on audio. It's under 2 hours long. It's like an hour and 40 minutes long at regular speed on audio, but I read it, and it's available on Kindle Unlimited. Please read it. You will not be disappointed. It was absolutely delightful. Probably my favorite book that I read this entire month. And yeah, so that's what I have read. And I haven't picked up anything since. I have a Nancy Drew book that I'm still reading, which is Trial by Fire. I have like 4 chapters left in that. I'd like to get that done today. That's my goal. And then I'm going to put my back to my childhood books or throwback books to the side for the rest of the year, like the next entire week, and just concentrate on whatever I want to pick up. And I think, like I've said before, I usually tend to end my reading year off with a thriller. So I think I'm going to be picking up this one because I've been really excited about it ever since I got it from Book of the Month. And that is The Last Party by Claire McIntosh. So I think I'm going to be picking this one up. I might start it today. We shall see. Or I might try and find a short little Christmas story to read. I don't know. But this one actually, it takes place at this time of year. Like, I'm looking at the chapter headers. It says New Year's Day, January the 4th. So this might just be the perfect time for me to read this. So yeah, I am probably just going to start this today. And if I get it done and I pick up something else, so be it. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Coming up on the channel in the next week or so. There's going to be no vlog coming up this Sunday. I'm not going to bother doing a vlog for this week because Garrett and I are going away on Saturday, and I'm going to be vlogging that 3-day trip. But this week on Tuesday, so today's Sunday, so on Tuesday, I've got a book haul coming up on the channel. It's been kind of a book haul type, vlog type book haul, where I've been kind of filming stuff over the course of the month, and I'm going to film the last little bit of it now, and then I'll post that up on Tuesday. On Thursday is going to be my reading plans for 2023. And there is something big that, a big decision that I made, and I'm really excited to talk about it. And yeah, I will talk about that in that video on Thursday. There'll be no video on Friday. There's going to be a video. I'm not going to share with you what it is now because it kind of has to tie in with my reading plans for the month of January, my reading plans for 2023. So there will be a new video for me every Friday in regards to this thing that I'm going to be doing. So I'm very excited. And no video on Saturday, no video on Sunday, because I'll be away. And I honestly, guys, don't want to take my laptop with me when I go away. So anything that, on Monday there will be a video, but I'm going to film that in advance. So next Monday there's going to be a video, and it's a very special video. I'm very excited about it. And I'll be posting that then. And then going into, then on Tuesday, next Tuesday is going to be the vlog from the weekend. And then we'll be back to our regular scheduled videos. I'll be vlogging that week, and we'll go back to regular weekly reading vlogs on Sundays. So yeah, but anyway, guys, I am rambling at this point. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are having a great day if you're celebrating. And let me know how you've been doing. What have you been reading? How's your reading been? And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.